Okay everyone, so in this video I'm going to teach you how to create your meal plan, and this is where things start to get fun because you start to choose what you want to eat throughout the day, and everyone loves to eat, so this should be really exciting for you. So as mentioned earlier, we're going to have like 5 meals throughout the day, and we're going to aim for 30 grams of protein throughout the day, and that's in all 5 meals. We're going to have all our carbs early in the day, and then we're going to have moderate fats throughout the day. So all these numbers are based on the 150-pound ideal weight. But again, if you want to weigh 120 or 180 or whatever weight you want to weigh, you would just plug in the numbers for your own specific ideal weight that you're aiming for. But for this example, we're going with 150 grams of protein, 75 carbs, and 50 grams of fat. And this is what we're going to aim for when we start to plug in our numbers. So what I mean by that is you're going to start choosing what you want to eat, and then you're going to create your meal plan based around your proteins, carbs, and fats. And typically, this looks horrendous, but on a Sunday night, I'll sit down and I'll just write down everything I want to eat, and then I'll write down the proteins, carbs, and fats right next to it. I'll add it all up, and then at the end of the day, I'll see if I need to add more protein or take away carbs or add more fats. And so I'm going to show you an example of that right now. But at the end of the day, though, I have everything printed out for you to where you can just download it or take screenshots of it. I have meal plans already set out to where all you need to do is just weigh your food out, and you don't even have to do this step that I'm about to show you. So if you want to stick to my meal plans, you're more than welcome to copy me, but I'm making this video to show you in case you want to create your own meal plans and not stick to what I'm doing. But right here, I have a diet plan to weigh 150 pounds. In this 6-meal structure here, I have 153 grams of protein, 70 carbs, and 52 grams of fat, only 1,360 calories. So, but this whole meal plan I'll have available for you in case you want to screenshot it. You can just follow what I do. But again, I'm going to show you how to make your own from scratch. So, but at the end of the day though, I got like in this meal plan in particular, 8 ounces of egg whites, half tablespoon of butter, 1 piece of toast, 25 grams of jelly, 20 grams of peanut butter. And I add everything up to where I know how many proteins, carbs, and fats are in everything. But this is what your meal plans will look like at the end of the day. But for right now, I want to teach you how to create your own meal plan from scratch in case you want to do your own thing. And this is how I do it. And I'm going to kind of create this video as short as possible, while I usually take 30 minutes to an hour doing this on a Sunday night, for instance. But again, I have all the notes here for you, so that way if you want to just take a screenshot, you can always have all your notes available, where like every item is itemized, and it'll tell you 24 grams of protein, how many carbs, and how many fats are in everything. So from egg whites to yogurt, cheese, salmon, and then here are my carbs, and here are my fats. But I can't list every food item in the world, but this is a good majority of things that you would be more than likely using for your carb sources and your protein sources: chicken, bison, salmon, steamed shrimp. So a lot of stuff listed. I just don't have like ground turkey because I don't eat ground turkey. But all these are notes that you can take a screenshot of, and then that way you can just have it in your phone, so that way you're not having to get up off the couch and go to your refrigerator and just basically count all your nutrition labels and things like that. So, but I want to show you how to make your own meal plan from scratch. And like, again, like usually what I do is I just write down what I want to eat, and then I put in how many proteins, carbs, and fats are in everything. And at the end of the day, I add it up, and then I see if I need to take something away or if I need to add something in. So I'm gonna try this really quickly so that way you can do it yourself. But just to get right into it, what I'm gonna aim for is 5 meals a day. And so I know for my first meal, I'm gonna have egg whites. So I just go ahead, put in egg whites. I know that I'm gonna have a piece of toast because that's what I like to have every morning. And then I'm gonna have my coffee, and then that's gonna be basically my entire breakfast, but I'm also gonna cook it in butter. Okay, so then that'd be my first meal. And then for my next meal, I'm gonna have, let's just say, 5 ounces of shrimp with, I'm gonna put that with 100 grams of rice. And then I'm gonna cook that in maybe some vegetables or even make a salad out of it. So I'm gonna put vegetables. So then my next meal, I'll have, say, like chicken thighs, which is a fatty meat. So we'll put chicken thighs. I'm gonna have potatoes. And then I'm gonna maybe, let's see, maybe put some butter with the potatoes. Okay, so we got that going on. And then for my fourth meal of the day, I'm gonna have yogurt, which is what I usually eat because it's a, I don't know, that's what yogurt. So yogurt is gonna be our fourth meal of the day, which is what I have every day because it's after 4 o'clock. It's a lighter meal. It's high protein. There's little carbs in it and it's easy to digest. And then before bed, I'm gonna have 3 fried eggs because I like to have a fatty meal before bed. So I'll have 3 eggs right here. So then what I'll do is come to my notes and just see 8 ounces of egg whites, 24 grams of protein, 0 carbs, 0 fats. So then I'll just type the numbers in, 24 grams of protein, 0 carbs, 0 fats. I'll come to my toast, a slice of bread right here from Killer Dave's, is 5 grams of protein. Then I have 22 carbs. And then there's like 1.5 grams of fat. We'll just put 1 for now. And then for the butter, there's 14 grams of fat and 1 tablespoon of butter. So I'll go ahead and just put that in here as well. 0 fat, 0 carbs, 14 grams of fat. And then I'll just add everything up, 22 and then 29. So like our goal is to hit 30 grams of protein, 25 carbs, and then 10 grams of fat in every meal for the first 3 meals at least. Now we got 29 grams of protein. That's not 30, but it's close enough. We're aiming for 25 carbs. We got 22. That's still a good amount. And then we're aiming for 10 grams of fat and we're 5 over. So, but that's okay. We'll just keep a note of that and we'll just keep going on. So then we'll tally everything up at the end of the day and just see what we have to change if we need to change anything at all. So then right here for the next meal, we got 5 ounces of shrimp, which we'll see right here. 5 ounces of shrimp is 28 grams of protein. And then there's 0 carbs, 0 fats. And then for the rice, we got 100 grams of rice is going to be 3 grams of protein, 28 carbs, and then we also got 1 gram of fat. And then for vegetables, I don't count protein, carbs, or fats, and then I just let that be what it is. And so then we tally everything up. And again, we're aiming for 30 grams of protein. We got 31. That's close enough. We're aiming for 25 carbs. We got 28. We're 3 over, but that's okay. We actually still owe ourselves 3 carbs from our breakfast here because we're 3 less. So now we're technically where we need to be. And then we got 1 gram of fat. We're aiming for 10. So we actually had 9 less grams of fat than what we should have. But that's okay because it kind of cancels out the 5 extra grams of fat we have right here. So we actually, at this point, owe ourselves some extra fat. So, but let's just continue throughout the day. So we'll go on to the chicken thighs. So 5 ounces of chicken thighs is 26 grams of protein. Then we have 0 carbs and then 5 grams of fat. Then we'll do 5 ounces of potato, which has 2 grams of protein, 27 carbs, and then 3 grams of fat. And then for butter, we got no protein, no carbs, but we're gonna have 14 grams of fat there. So we can just go ahead and add all this up. So we'll do that in a second. But then yogurt, let's do the yogurt section. We got 18 grams of protein. Then we got 7 grams of carbs, 0 grams of fat. And then for the 3 fried eggs, I know that's gonna be 6 grams of protein per egg. So that's 18 grams of protein, 0 carbs, and 18 grams of fat in each whole egg because the yolk has fat in it. So what you'll end up doing though is just adding everything up. And 150 is our target for protein, 75 carbs, and then 50 grams of fat. So this is the target we're going for. So what we'll do is we'll just add everything up and just see where we're at and see what we need to change and edit if we need to change anything at all. So we got 29 grams of protein plus 31 grams of protein plus another 26 and 28, that's 28. So 26 plus 2, that's 28. So we'll just add in 28 right here. Now we got another 18 grams of protein. We'll add that in. And then we're going to add in another 18 grams of protein from the eggs. So this is 124 grams of protein. So now we got the carb section. We're going to do 22 carbs plus another 28 plus 27 plus 7 and then 0. So this is 84. Okay. And then we got 15 grams of fat in the first meal plus 1 plus 5 plus 3 plus 14 plus 0 plus 18. So this is 56 grams of fat. So just take a look at this measurement right here. We are 26 grams of protein less than what we need. We're about 9 carbs more than what we should have. And then we got 6 more grams of fat than what we are aiming for. So the most critical thing, the biggest number that's way off is going to be the protein. So what's the easiest way to add in 26 more grams of protein to this amount right here? So the best way that I know of is to have 1 scoop of whey protein. So you could have 1 scoop of whey protein after your workout, or if you have a chocolate protein, for instance, I like to add that into my yogurt. So I'll actually have whey protein, that's chocolate, that's 25 grams of protein. There might be 3 carbs and 1 gram of fat. So now we can retally everything, and now we are at 100 and then also 49 grams of protein. We are at 87 carbs, and then we're still at 57 grams of fat. So that got us closer to what we need to be as far as the protein goes. So that seems to be pretty on point. We still have a few more carbs than what we would like to have, but let's see what we can do about the fat for right now. So like we got 7 more grams of fat, and if you times 7 times 9, that's 63 more calories than what we would like to have. So 63 times, now this is why things get critical. So if we have 63 extra calories than what we're aiming for over the course of the week, that's going to be 400 too many more calories. And if you times that by 4 weeks, that's going to be close to 2,000 extra calories than what we really want. So, but anyways, where can we take away 7 more grams of fat? The easiest thing that I can think of is if we come up here to where the butter is, if we took, instead of doing 1 tablespoon, we did half a tablespoon. And instead of 14 grams of fat, we now have 7. So we're going to take away 7 out of here. So now we're at 50. So if this is where you want to keep your diet at, you're more than welcome to. If you want to take away less rice, you can. Or if you want to have 4 ounces of potatoes, you can. But that's when things get a little too picky, and I'm not really here to be that neurotic about everything. So our total right now is 149, 87, and then 50, sticking to this diet plan. So like, I know this looks like plain Jane food, but check this out. So like, what do you want to do with this shrimp to make it taste better? You can always do salt and pepper like everything else, or you can even add in some taco seasoning. So now you have a taco rice bowl. So you got your taco flavored shrimp with your rice, which you put salt and pepper in, and then you got your vegetables. So you can make shrimp, rice, and vegetable, like a rice bowl with taco flavored shrimp. And now that tastes great, and you put in some hot sauce. What can you do for the chicken thighs with your potatoes and your butter? You can do a sugar-free barbecue sauce. So there you go. So now you have barbecue chicken with potatoes and butter. Like, that's a really great 3 o'clock middle of the day meal. And then right here you have chocolate yogurt, which is awesome because you got chocolate. Everyone loves chocolate. And then you got 3 fried eggs here at the end of the night, if that's what you want to do. And like eggs are great, fried eggs are great. And I like to have fatty meals before my bedtime because the body actually uses the extra fat to create hormones and testosterone and balance out all other hormones. So we got here like egg whites with toast. We got taco shrimp. We got barbecue chicken, chocolate yogurt, and then 3 eggs. And that's like a whole day of eating. And that's 149 grams of protein 87 carbs, 50 grams of fat. And so like I said earlier, not every meal plan will be exact, right on the mark what you want to do, but all you can do is just do your best to see how you can get closer to these numbers. And so, but this is just a basic, idea of what you can do, and you can always change things out as you wish. Like for instance, like this is like the bare bones basic everyday diet, but let's say you want to get wild, and instead of having your carbs from your toast, no rice and potatoes, you can do like half a pizza instead. But I'll get into all kinds of stuff like that later on when it comes to like meal substitutions and like entering in your favorite meals, whether that's brownies and chocolate and things like that. But this is like the basic everyday diet plan that you can stick to, that you can always fall back on. Let's say you do get too creative with your diet and you start adding in too much things and you have too many cheat meals and you go overboard or whatever. To get back on track, always stick to the plan. So but when you're losing weight, you should be on a plan as strict as possible. You don't want to go way too far off your numbers. But I'm saying once you get down to your ideal weight and you've lost all the weight you need to, you can start adding in a few more calories, which I'll explain that to you later when it comes to the cheat meals and things like that. But right now, when you're losing weight, stick to your numbers the best as possible, and you're gonna lose 10 pounds on average every single month following a diet plan that's made for your body type.